Hi, my name is Mike Bergen. I'm the Secretary-Treasurer of Teamsters Local 166 in Bloomington, California. One of the accounts that we have is the Anheuser Busch WAD for Riverside, California, which basically jurisdiction goes down to Temecula, through Hemet, through and including Hemet, down into 29 Palms, up to Big Bear City, and basically to the 15 freeway. We entered into negotiations with this company back in April of 2012, and on June 22nd, Friday night, received the final offer from the company. Included in the final offer was a clause that basically removed all overtime calculations from the drivers and also put incentive type work for some of the warehousemen. What that basically does is it eliminates an hourly wage for the drivers. What the company put in was a base commission and case equivalent count as the compensation for the drivers. What that basically does is, regardless of how big your route is or how small your route is, the company dictates to how much time that you get. So based on that, if you work 8 hours, based on the company pre-selling your truck and you delivering it in 8 hours, you might make a little bit of money. When it spreads out to 9 hours, you might break even. If it goes 10 hours, 11 hours, or 12 hours, you end up losing money in the deal because there is no overtime compensation available. That's one of the major issues that are in here. The other major issue is the continued utilization of temporary workers, where we have records that we got from the company where some of these daily temporary workers have worked up to 2,900 hours in a year. That's pretty incredible since a normal year is only 2,080. How can you call them temporary workers when they do that year in, year out? Most of the regular drivers who were temporary employees from somewhere between 3 and 5 years, with the company taking the position that these guys are hired and fired daily. You know, there has to be some justice for these people also. In the offer, the company committed to hiring 15 of these temporary workers full-time, as long as they met the criteria of the company, which meant that they have to have a Class A license or a B license minimum, so that for the interchangeability of the company. Well, you've used them for 3 to 5 years without that, and now to get hired, I have to have that. But if we didn't do that, you would continue to use them and abuse them at $16 an hour, $7, $5, $6, $7 below what the regular driver warehouseman gets. That's wrong. The other component in here that's really terrible for this is, throughout the years, the company has had a self-funded health care plan, which is a very good plan. There's no doubt about it. The retirees that have retired over the last 20 years out of Anheuser Busch Riverside have always enjoyed the retiree benefit that was available to them. Now the company wants them to co-pay for that. So as an example, the first year it's a 5% copay of the cost of their particular plan. But at the end of the 5 years, the company, by this offer, is going to expect the retirees, both Medicare and pre-Medicare, to pay up to 25% of the cost of the insurance to continue their coverage. That's wrong. But even worse than that, the company has now taken a position that employees who were hired after the ratification of this agreement would never be eligible for a company retiree program. That's wrong. They work their entire life for that. That is wrong. Based on that offer, we took it to the membership, and the membership, after hearing the explanation, by the way, that the company gave to them prior to the ratification vote, and in which the company had questions thrown at them concerning their offer that they couldn't answer, it was almost unanimously rejected by that membership. What is interesting about it is, even the few people that voted for it, when it came time for the economic action and strike vote, they voted 100% to strike them. We struck them immediately. We struck them at 12:01 on June 25th at 12:01, and we took them out. The interesting thing is, when we got there, the company is waiting with a full security outfit and instant scabs to work behind the line. What's tragic about it is they also forced non-union employees to work behind the line, but shipped in supervisor and managers and merchandisers from all around the country to perform our work, and they've been trying to perform that every day since then. They've gotten a lot of loads out, which they have to do. We're holding a picket line at 2 minutes per gate, coming in and going out. We have not broken the law. The company has tried to get an injunction against us. That injunction was denied by the courts. Okay, they're trying to build cases against us, but we're not doing anything except holding our right to strike and picket. The company refuses to come back to the table, and we think that that's terrible, because we think this thing can be resolved, but not until they get off of their silly position and come back to the table and negotiate. Negotiations are not done through emails. Negotiations are done face-to-face across the table, unless they don't have the ability to face us. We're going to continue to move on this. We've extended our picket lines to both Selmar and Beach City. We're holding those picket lines 7/24, and we're not giving up. What the surprise is they don't know where we're going to come next. They think they know, but they don't know everything they think. We are strong. We are like steel. We may bend, but we're not going to break. This is one of the strongest groups that I've ever been around in my almost 30 years of doing this, and we're going to win. We are winning now. We are going to win. We are the people that are going to make this happen here. The company has said they're going to spread this model throughout, and that's fine. Give us what we need to make it right, and we're back to work. Thank you.